Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition Two Planker podcast. This is the first installment of Off Topic with Ryan Barrick, aka Ski Bum. I just started helping Ethan recently with Two Planker, kind of doing behind the scenes stuff. He still does a majority of everything and loves to run the podcast, but we've become very good friends lately, and I've been wanting to help him for a while. And I just love how he runs it and does it himself. But he's given me the opportunity to help him out and record podcasts of my own. I love how good Ethan is at getting the backstories on people, and the way he conducts conversation is amazing. I just realized that most of the people that he's interviewing also happen to be good friends of mine. And I've just noticed that there is so much more to these people than what we can normally fit in an hour to 2 hour podcast. So I started the series Off Topic so that you get a background and a more in-depth view of these people's lifestyle and how they think. And a lot of people are a whole lot more than what you see. And I just love to share that with you. So let's just jump right in. I'd like to welcome my very first guest on Off Topic, Owen Dahlberg, OSAT Berg.
Yeah. How we doing? Thanks for having me, man. Stoked to be chatting.
Yeah, dude, it's been a while. I didn't pop out to Salt Lake very much last year. Just trying to make some money. Had some issues with the car last year, so
yeah,
didn't pop out as much as I normally would like to.
You were grinding for sure.
But we got to catch up a little bit before the biggest premiere of the year here in Salt Lake, MAGMA 3.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy night.
MAGMA child labor.
The MAGMA labor.
Yeah, that was
MAGMA labor.
Dude,
mega premiere.
Biggest night of the year.
Dude, that was the biggest turnout I've ever had for a premiere, or honestly seen in Salt Lake. Like, I think 900 people showed up.
Whew.
Which is sick. Almost maxed it out.
All the
crazy.
Pacifico's gone.
Yeah. Shout out Pacifico. All of them are gone.
Goddamn, what a movie too. MAGMA and child labor, both movies were.
Dude, yeah, the child labor video was so good. That was insane. Those guys are on one. Stoked to see where they go.
Yeah, it's better and better every year.
But yeah, hyped that we got to show our video with them. That was a good turnout.
That was a good combination of movies.
That's what I was talking to Garrett about that. He was like, dude, we kind of like hit the whole spectrum. Like, you know, people who really like the child labor videos, like, you know, like a full street head kind of thing. But then there's like, we bring that crowd of other people that like want to see like the more like jumps and backcountry a little bit like side of things. So it was like such a huge flow of people. I thought it was sick to see like everyone just like come together for it. It was good. Probably do it again next year.
Yeah, that and just like having A-Hall, like MAGMA 3 go first, A-Hall gold medalist Olympian to go before child labor, who's like kind of a cult following, like, pretty core in the urban scene. For them to have the like last movie, it kind of just elevates everybody, and that's I think that's pretty sweet for the culture.
Definitely, yeah, and like that's why we were hyped to do it, just because those guys are the best. And
I mean, their movie was amazing, so it's not like they didn't deserve it. It was awesome. I was stoked to see their video.
No, it was so good. Yeah.
So, MAGMA 3, the movie everybody was waiting for this year.
Yeah, right.
I got the honor to meet up with you guys for the last couple shots, the enders, the sunset shoot at Hood.
Dude, yeah, you were our savior. We can't thank you enough, man.
Sure, all I did was pick up a shovel.
You're the one who made it happen. So, big shout out to Ski Bum for helping us fucking the last jump in the mega booter. But yeah, dude, super stoked to get this one out. The ending of the trilogy for MAGMA at least, but not the end of MAGMA, I'll say that. We're definitely going to keep pushing and going forward with stuff, but we're ending the name for the title.
Oh, MAGMA. You guys talked about that?
Yeah, that was like our big thing this year of just like, we didn't want to like, cause I had a lot of people at the premiere too ask me like, where's MAGMA 4 coming? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I honestly, like, I think if you work something too hard, like it's not as good as, you know, like you got to leave it where it's at. And I think a trilogy is a good way to end it.
it's hard to one up yourself if you do it every year to begin with.
But yeah, like just the MAGMA movies. But like I said, MAGMA is like a crew like me, Hunter, and A-Hall are still gonna be filming and doing stuff. But
as you should.
Yeah, we're just gonna progress and probably name the next video something different. I don't even know what it's gonna name yet, but
I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, end of the trilogy, dude. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'll just save the invoice for that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can just hit me with that later.
A-Hall, it's coming to you.
Yeah, we'll hit A-Hall with that. He'll send a Pacifico. It'll be good.
No, it was awesome because I think I helped with 1 spot or 2 spots on the first movie.
Yeah.
The Hog's Back and stuff.
Yeah, 2 of the bigger ones that we did.
Did I help with the second one? You guys were in Salt Lake.
Yeah, MAGMA 2 is all Utah. And then... Yeah, and then you came back for number Trey.
Poached a lift ticket T-line and made it work.
Yeah, dude. Fucking T-line. That's how it goes, though, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And we got the shovels up there.
And we got the shovels.
Damn.
That was funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah, super cool that you've been a part of the first and the third.
Dude, I'm glad to help out, dude. I wouldn't be a part of it if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy because where the fuck did we meet?
Yeah, that's wild to think. Back when we
each did 1 semester of college, right?
Well, I did a whole year.
You did a whole year at Steamboat?
That first year, but yeah, that's where we met, in the dorms at Steamboat. Back in the Steam Boys days.
Me and Owen happened to be across the hall, did not know each other. I just left Pennsylvania to go out to Colorado for school.
Yeah. Mostly
to ski, but yeah, ended up at Steamboat, and Owen was across the hall from me with a roommate named Trevor.
Yeah.
He was out here for the premiere.
Hometown homie from Durango. But he also didn't make it. He only made it 1 semester, too. That was pretty funny. I was the only one who made it through a year. But I only made it a year. I had to drop out as well, so I'll know better. But that's funny
when
to
Steam
think
Boys
about.
were created.
Yeah, it's funny to think about those days back in the dorms. That's where we met.
But it's like literally I would have never... we would have definitely met, but we probably wouldn't be as close as we are now.
Yeah.
Just like it was me, you, Trevor, and maybe one other kid that every weekend from Steamboat would go to Woodward or Keystone.
We were skiing a lot.
Yeah, that's probably why we didn't make it through college.
Yeah, because what? You left and then I stayed and then I kept seeing you like in Summit because you moved to Summit in your RV that year.
So I went home. I did another 2 semesters of college. And then drove my Forester across the country, and then
that's right.
Yeah, so
then we kept linking at Hood.
That's
when we like really became homies. That one spring pass.
Was that the one where we helped Lupe with the was that Kolkia video where he's like wake up in the woods?
Yeah, that park edit we made.
That was a sweet video.
Yeah,
that was the first wasn't like. That was the first behind-the-scenes I ever saw of someone creating a ski video with, like, an opening skit to it.
That was my first time, too, making, like, a skit.
That was awesome.
It was such a fried idea of, like, waking up in the woods naked, or, like, in his underwear, and then finding all his gear, and then getting to the mountain, and, like... But honestly, I was hyped on how that one turned out.
No, that was sweet. And it was, like, again, I was behind-the-snes helping, like...
And that
was, stash his clothes in a tree or something.
And that was the Freeloaders Paradise.
That's the first one.
Well, technically not. That was our second Steam Boys video, but the first of the Freeloaders.
Gotcha.
Because the year before, that was our first year we came out and we made... It was called Steam Boys, like, Volcano something. I forget the exact name. But then, that second year, though, I feel like was literally when it started. The Freeloaders Paradise.
Those are sick movies.
That spring pass too was just so unreal. The homies that year were just crazy. We had that crazy campsite with like the international campsite with the Spaniards,
we can get
the Germans,
the
Canadians, us, the Americans. That was like the most wild shit.
Yeah, Trillium Lake was literally a globe.
Yeah, the airstrip.
It was the first year I had the RV.
Yeah, You just got the RV.
So you met those dudes from Spain who had a truck camper. There's 3 dudes from Spain who had a truck camper. And there was Germans who flew into New York and bought a bus that was for a rock band.
It was like a
that had
tour
bunk
bus.
beds. Yeah. It was like a 30-foot bus or something. and they toured across the United States in it and came out to Spring Pass. Super cool dudes. And then I remember when Spring Pass ended, they all had their flights all ready to go back, and we had to help them try and sell their van or sell the bus.
Yeah, I forgot Portland. They were selling it. Yeah,
and they kept having a flat tire, or there was a tire that was leaking, and we kept having to like help them pump it up, take it to somebody to get looked at, and then they'd either buy it or not. But they did end up selling it before they flew back to Germany.
Yeah, they made it. I wanted to buy that thing so bad. But it was a piece of shit. Fuck, it was so cool. Such a cool van.
It was a van with like, I think a countertop, a couch, and then bunk beds.
And there was a stripper pole in it. I remember there was a pole in the middle. In the middle of it. It's just crazy. The stripper pole.
God, dude, that like straight up that I mean, other than last year, you guys unfortunately didn't come out in Spring Pass
last year,
because there was a lot of skiing still in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
But past Spring Pass was just sick because of the weather.
Yeah, you guys
and
got
the lack of people because of how many people stayed in Utah.
Yeah, and it seemed like there was a good crew that still went though.
But other than that, I would have to look back, and that one was probably the most memorable Spring Pass, just with the amount of foreign people that you met. Like, I remember like a whole year later seeing, I think it was Torge or something, posted an article from a German ski magazine of just like how, like, I think it was just like an article of their trip and how they ended up at Spring Pass and with this bus, and there's pictures of my RV in the middle of the woods, but it was on a German website that I can't even read the article and whatnot.
That's crazy.
But there's a picture of my house and like all of us sitting around the campfire with my TV out front watching ski videos.
Yeah, that was so sick. I know, dude, that Spring Pass was unreal.
And we met all the Canadians, and after Spring Pass ended, we all went surfing, and I feel like that's when me and you picked up surfing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that trip was when I got hit with the surf bug. After that session, we had like, what was it, like 15 of us out there?
Yeah, I think we all
rented foamies, and there was like 15 of us in the lineup just like getting bodied. But like that was the funnest session because I don't know, the vibes were just up, everyone was just getting it, and like
it's like Spring Pass didn't even end. We just moved to a different sport.
But dude, that session like made me get hooked on surfing.
We've gone on some surf trips since then.
Yeah, dude, it's been so sick.
Some midwinter, some February SoCal trips.
Dude, yeah, that one was really fun. We took the RV.
Just ripping the RV.
Down in SoCal.
What was that? That was
right after a street trip in Iowa. Or no, Illinois.
That was for Rhythm and Chaos.
Yeah, Rhythm and Chaos.
Nice.
We just got back from that street trip, and then we're like, let's go surf. That's the best move ever.
Yeah, because I think we had like a couple weeks before we were planning on going on another trip. And
exactly.
Yeah.
The waves were good.
We were going to take the van.
Oh, I know. The van kicked out on me.
And then the day before, the radiator blew up. Or the morning of.
That was the night before. I was like, I remember thinking that night because it was just...
No, because I remember telling you, I was like, when's the last time you started it?
And I was like, fuck, you're probably right. I should go start it. I start it. Then all of a sudden, shit starts smoking, and then the belt or something blew up, like ripped out. Dude, that was bad.
Vehicles, man.
I know. R.I.P. to that van.
There's a lot of history behind that van.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up just ripping the RV to San Diego, catching some good waves. I think it was early or mid-February. That was my first time surfing SoCal.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky with waves down there that time.
I mean, we're no professional surfers, so that was good enough.
But yeah, it was good enough. That shit was sick.
And then where did we go surf? We went to Cabo too. I mean, we did that whole surf trip during COVID.
Dude, yeah, that was before
Rhythm and Chaos. This was probably the only other surf trip I've been on with you after that Spring Pass.
Yeah,
that we surfed.
Yeah, exactly. Because then that was also like let's go fucking surf trip, surf and skate. Taking the van.
That was crazy. You guys
all
left
the way from we left from Salt Lake, drove straight to San Diego, and then just took the Pacific 101 all the way up to Oregon.
Shout out you. Yep. Shout out Mikey, Vogel,
Mikey,
A-Hall.
Lupe.
Yeah,
that was the crew.
That was such a wild trip because it was middle of COVID.
I know. I think back on that trip and I'm like, I'd always like, I'm like, dang, dude, we were so lucky that we, like, I don't know. It was crazy that we did it during COVID, but it was also worked out so well because everything was like shut down almost. And like, I feel like if we tried to do that same trip nowadays, we would like be getting kicked out of spots, you know, there was
we slept in some just right off the road, right along the 101,
anywhere, and like doing that. And I feel like because it was that timing of the year with that shit, like it just worked out so well. And yeah, that was so crazy, seeing it something new every day.
Yeah, I think I met up with you guys Sand Dollar Beach.
Yeah, that's where you met us.
I came straight from Portland. I was like, screw it. I think I just got a paper map, and I was like, for some reason, was like, oh, I'm not going to use GPS. I'm just going to find these guys with a map, and somehow I figured it out.
I know, that was so sick how you just met up with us.
And then we went north. That was, we
then stayed in the Big Sur, stayed on the side of the road, and then remember that spot in Humboldt, right on the side of the river?
We just like drove down this riverbed. It was this like crazy like V cut in the sky of just pine trees and big redwood trees, and the stars were out. It was amazing, and we all had a little bit of fun that night, and just like had a little fire. And then I think we woke up the next morning, and some dude was driving down. He's like, "You guys camped here last night?"
Yeah, we were leaving. We were leaving, and this guy drove in and was like, "You camp here?" We're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Man, I've tried to camp here so many times and like got kicked out." Like, what? Or like, exactly. Like, dude, we were just getting so lucky.
Yeah, because you had the van, they all had his Outback, and then I had the big rig.
Yeah, I can't believe you drove your RV down there. That was crazy.
That was a little sketchy, but dude, she goes.
Yeah, you know how to whip that thing. I'll never forget watching you drive that thing through downtown San Francisco. Ski bums ripping his, how long is it? 28 feet. My bad. Yeah, 28 foot long RV through downtown San Fran. Trying to find a parking spot, dude.
For the skate park.
But like, I was like, yo, this guy is insane. But we did it. You did it, man. You made it.
I think it took just going around the block, I think once or twice. But
yeah, and then you found that one. Yeah, I was like, no. So yeah, dude, you know how to whip that thing.
Took her across the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Owen.
I know. It's cool to think back on those trips. It's been sick, dude. Got to do some more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got some stuff in the works.
For sure.
And then the next big surf trip was Cabo.
Yeah, and then we went to Cabo, that's right.
That was after Spring Pass.
Yeah, right after Spring Pass.
We had a deviation team shoot.
Yeah, we did the team shoot, a hood.
It was rainy that year, super rainy.
Yeah, that was a shitty year.
Yeah, it was.
But no, it was still fun. Well, yeah, not good weather. And yeah.
June 1st.
Went to Cabo.
I think we missed the last day of Spring Pass or something, and we just dipped to Cabo.
We did, yeah. I think it was something like that. And then we were down there for 3 weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks at the beginning of June.
Lupe showed us around. He was down there for a couple months, then came back for the team shoot.
Because he flew in for the team shoot.
Yep.
But he drove down there with his ex-girlfriend.
That was sick, because we had a van down there, and then we had a rental car, and we rented a place as well, just to be able to post our stuff up.
Yeah, Cerritos Beach.
But I don't think I'm ever gonna pre-purchase a place for the whole trip, because we ended up sleeping on the beach for 6 days. Yeah. And honestly, that's
like the move.
I still have the sunrise at Nine Palms on my screensaver on my phone.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing beats sleeping in a tent on the beach and waking up before the sun even rises. And then just grabbing your surfboard and just jumping in the water and then watching the sunrise. It's like the most.
I think I only had a tent like the last night when my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, that's right. You didn't even.
I just had a umbrella above me and I slept on my surfboard bag in the open. Right.
And then we bought those air mattresses.
Yeah, we were like, let's ball out. We bought some $13 air mattresses.
Yeah, I got the air mattresses, which were a game changer. Yeah, dude, Cabo was crazy. I never realized how like hot
That
it
was your
get.
yeah. Midday was
It's insanely hot.
That was your first time surfing without a wetsuit, right?
Yep. Yeah, that too, which was so nice.
Yeah, I think I remember going out in my 3.2 just because I was used to Oregon. And I think I caught like one wave and I was like, dude, I've never been so warm in my life.
Yeah, it's
right
insane. Oh, but it's so nice. Like, it makes it so comfy.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I do enjoy surfing with a wetsuit. Like, I like cold water, but something about, just being out there in shorts, barefoot. Like.
So what was it? Cabo was, what, 3 summers ago?
Dude, I think it's at
3
least
summers?
3, because when was that? That was...
Dang, that's crazy.
2021.
Yeah, so it's 20, yeah. Yeah, so it would have been, it's 3 years and a couple months.
Yeah, 3 years. Damn.
That feels like a year and a half ago.
No, dude, I think we're due for another one.
Yeah, because you went to SoCal recently because you picked up a board. Like, you went before that too after shaping your own board. How's that? You still have the garage set up, shaping boards at all?
Sadly, our garage is filled with a pool table now. So I had to take down my shaping bay, sadly. So that's why I haven't shaped another one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I still have all the shit, and I want to. That was such a cool process. And then like taking it to Oregon that summer and getting it glassed and surfing it all summer was so fun. I really want to shape another board. But it's also cool just to buy other shapers' boards.
Yeah.
It's something I've been getting really into. Just like, it's crazy with surfing how different each board can be and can change how you surf a wave and how a wave is surfed. And depending on which wave you want a different, it's like, it's so cool. The different like things and channel bottoms, fin setups, like it's endless. It's so cool. So it's sick to like dabble into that of like just boards. Just surfboards. It's so
sick. What, your most recent board is a twin fin?
Yeah, I bought mid-length, like 7.4 twin fin with 2-channel bottom right by the tail of the twin fin. And it's a diamond tail too, so it's like kind of stubbier. But like, dude, the funnest board I've ever ridden. Just like crazy fast and like turns on a dime. Like, it's so wild. I never knew like a board could feel like that, but it does. Nice. You gotta try it.
No,
it's insane.
I've been trying to look at boards. I've just been freaking. Some of them are so expensive. But
I know, it's kind of a bad addiction.
I need to get something other than my 7.6 and the Hobie that I got off A-Haul when it broke on that Corona trip.
Dude, you should like.
I haven't used that 6.2 very much, but I caught the biggest wave of my life on that board. Shout out to Todd, because it was a party wave, and it was the first wave of the day.
That's insane.
That was a good day.
Party waves all day, dude. That's so sick.
Alright, let's get back on topic a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm so down to talk your ear off about anything, because Ethan's already done some podcasts with you about MAGMA and some other videos, and also a pretty in-depth of where you grew up and all that. So if you haven't checked that out, I suggest looking back into the archive of Two Planker and doing that. So we have the hobby of surfing. That's like the opposite weather and everything from skiing, which is what everybody knows you for, and where we met and how all that worked out.
It's pretty much what my life has revolved around. Skiing. But
it started out though, I was looking through your Instagram earlier, I've known you forever, but if I could get any more detail on you just for this podcast, this is the first one I've ever run. You started out with photography.
Yeah, that was kind of like what when I first picked up a camera, at least when I was super young. I made some bullshit videos with my friends, but I was like kind of more into photography than filming. Or at least that's where I thought I was gonna, when I was younger, I was just like more into it. But then once I moved to Steamboat, I really started making videos and then fell in love with like filming. But photography, it's super cool.
Was it more of like film stuff or
no? I was
prior.
My parents bought me, or they gifted me a Canon 7D.
Nice.
And I just started messing around with that, and that's a super solid camera.
I think one of the dope pictures I saw, that was one of your earliest was mountain biking. I actually know that you're pretty into mountain biking as well.
Yeah, growing up from Durango, it's just like a huge bike town. Like, the place breeds bikers. It's insane. And yeah, I was just always like growing up around it and was really into mountain biking when I was younger. And then that, progressed of just like, oh, I want to make a mountain bike video. So made like one of the first videos I made was a mountain bike video. And then I shot a bunch of photos of just messing around with friends. And yeah, honestly, just like those days I was just like messing around trying to figure out how to even use a camera, which was such a process, but it's cool to like, now it's like such a second nature to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun, man. Like the last like year, I've been getting back into photography a lot. I've been trying to at least more, just like.
Cause you got all those freaking cameras, like.
Yeah, and
I just remember the past couple of years, you've just been getting gifted or like been searching out certain old style cameras.
I love old. I've been getting really into film. Yeah, I shot a bunch of 35mm stuff, and yeah, just got gifted all these old cameras from my grandpa that he used to use back in the day, and which was really cool to mess around with. And like that's like something I've also been getting into, just like dabbling with older cameras and seeing, shooting film. I think is a really good thing to know and have that knowledge of, just because it is like the basis of like photography and filming. You know, like before digital age, it was all film, so it's like if you can like have that knowledge, I think it can translate over like really well into the digital side. And it's just like good knowledge to have, and it's fun. Yeah. It's like shooting film, you know. You never know what you're gonna
when
get.
we go on trips and like.
Yeah.
I know you love skiing and love that, like, love the sport itself, and you can get some clips yourself, but I can tell you really like to be behind the camera. Yeah, honestly, like, and capture moments. Enjoy it more almost sometimes than actually, skiing. You get that, dude, like, it's like the same feeling, like, you know, you land a crazy trick, like, when I, like, lace a good shot, dude, I get this high where I'm, like, so jazzed, where I'm, like, yes, you know, like it's funny. I'm like a weirdo about it, but that's probably why I like it so much, because I don't know, it does bring me that joy. Oh yeah, dude. When we pull up the spots, I can see you already. Like you walk over to a certain spot, you know, you put the little like square up on your face and see where what's gonna be in the shot or not, and it's like it's cool. Yeah, because over the years I've just seen it. You just get better and better at it, and it's just like we go to a spot and. Owen's in a spot, he's got his second angle set up on the tripod. Yeah. Yeah, all that stuff. It's super sick. Yeah, it's been such a fun process, and it's so cool just always learning and trying to improve. I was going to say, for the most part, I know you've researched and obviously learned a bunch, but for the most part, you were self-taught. Dude, yeah, because when I went to Steamboat for college, I thought about going to film school, but then when I graduated, I wasn't like super into filming back then, and then went to Steamboat and was going to school for ski and snowboard business degree. Same. Yeah, we were doing that same thing, which is like the classic like ski bum business degree that everyone goes for. But it was a sick like course. But that first year when I moved to Steamboat was really when I started falling in love with shooting, because I was like. I met up with you and just all the other homies in Steamboat, Mikey, like all this, Robbie, and then like started filming more, and then was like, damn. And then honestly, it hit me the most when I failed math. I failed math that year, and then I was like, dude, this school shit sucks. And then I was like, fuck, maybe I should just like start filming a bunch and try to do that. And then I just went for it, and Now we're here. That's crazy. But all self-taught, dude. Yeah. Dude, it's so impressive, and I've seen it grow. Obviously, that was 6-7 years ago, and to see the movies and stuff you're putting out now, dude, it's fucking sick. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I let the MAGMA premiere this last weekend. This kid came up to me and was like, "Yo, dude, I'm such a big fan. Like, how did you start? Like, I'm about to go to film school. Like, I'm so stoked to like learn all like." And I was just like. Yeah, like that's sick, man. Like good, like going to school is dope, but like, you don't have to. Like you just got to do it, and just put yourself in and it's like situations. I think, a lot of people like forget of like, you can teach yourself anything you want with the internet. Like, dude, you look anything up on YouTube, and someone's gonna have a tutorial video about it. Especially with and like, especially with filming and stuff, it's all just about what you film and your experience with it. So it's like.
I'm pretty glad I never chose the route of going to film school because
cookie cutter.
Yeah, and also too, I just think it would have taken a lot more time out of like these early years that I did get all my experience from just
and meeting people.
Yeah, and meeting people and just like going out and shooting, and like I don't think like I would have been like 5 years behind of like my experience level if I did go to film school, which would have put me back, so like I'm super glad I just like had the perseverance and drive just to like teach myself and then just like go out and like experiment with my friends, and then
the dedication to sit behind a screen.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it takes, dude, and anyone could do it, but that's literally all it takes.
The amount of times I've been over to Owen's house and I walk in the door and I'm like, Owen, he's back in his man cave.
My little dungeon, dude. Lock myself away.
Dude, that room is produced so much pesky stuff.
Yeah,
this generation, for sure.
Yeah, I like this chair I've had for so long in there, and I think, oh my damn, I've sat in this chair through so many videos. Like, it's crazy to think about. Yeah, just in that room.
Do you ever sit down and think, just like, because you have the first MAGMA of New Schoolers Awards ski, you have your Do Tour media act, like, you have all this cool memorabilia of just like over the years, and it's just like this one computer. I mean, I'm sure you've gone through some computers and hard drives for sure, but like this one area, you just sit down and fucking make magic.
Yeah. Yeah. I like, it's so nice having like a nice desk, and I love that little room. And then I got my like Mount Hood shrine. I have like this Mount Hood, like I have like 5 or 6 photos of Mount Hood that one, my good friend Christian Ragu shot, and then all these other drawings my other good friend Gavin Rudy shot, or drew. So yeah, I have like a little Mount Hood shrine in there and stuff. Give me some inspiration.
The place is magic, man. The place is magic. That's all I have to say.
I owe everything to Mount Hood, man. That place is magic.
I feel like a lot of us do, man.
Yeah.
That first spring pass and everything absolutely changed my life.
Exactly. It can change your life for sure.
Because that's another thing where you got into like a little bit bigger with filming or just getting your name out there was all the Wendell's edits.
Yeah, I was like honestly like kickstarting to kick it in the gear kind of thing for filming, like because I did like a summer as an intern for Woodward at Copper prior, but then once I got that Wendell's job, it just was full gear.
It's not quite the same as the lane. The lane is so busy.
Yeah, but yeah, I've met so many people. And dude, honestly, if I didn't take that job, MAGMA probably would have never been a thing, because that was also the summer I met Hunter and A-Hall. And I don't think if I didn't meet Hunter that summer, he probably either he would have found someone else to film it, or he just wouldn't have had that idea. I don't know.
MAGMA.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. I think about that sometimes. Like if I didn't, like Wendell's created MAGMA pretty much because it brought us together, and then I met him and made a good connection, and then yeah, it just escalated into that.
I think I remember you just telling me, because I think you got me. That was before I got involved with coaching at Wendell's. I think you got me a lift ticket like 1 or 2 days to come, because you were just filming.
Yeah.
So you got me a lift ticket and I got some shots. But I just remember you telling me, like we were hanging down at the Arc, and you're just like, dude, the amount of times I pushed the record button this summer.
It's fucked up, dude. I was filming like 300 to 500 clips a day. I would have to label them that night.
Whew.
Yeah, so like literally I'll label 300 to 500 clips every day, label them, and then do the same thing the next day. It was insane.
That's exactly where I fall.
But that's how I got so good, because yeah, I just was filming so much that summer.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near. I can't compare myself wise, but I do like being behind the camera every now and then.
It's fun.
But the hardest part is going through every single clip and then staying organized, dude. How organized you are, just like where you find clips. Because the amount of projects that you work on in 1 year, you have all these clips in different folders, then you sit down in front of your computer, and it's crazy the memory you have to be like, no, I have this, I remember this one crazy shot of this bird flying, or this bubble floating above the sunset at Hood, that goes like for a quick half second in a video, and it's like, dude, I could like organize everything, but to put it all into a video the way you do is freaking unreal.
Thank you, dude. It's fun. I enjoy it. I'm definitely a nerd about it.
That's apparent, dude, because you've done this for a long time.
Yeah, staying organized, like staying on top of organizing your shots is a huge thing to be good at, because like if you don't, dude, it just turns into hell where you're like, yeah, I'm trying to find this clip, but then you can't find it, and then you're like, where did I put it? And then you start losing footage, and then it's like such a mess. So it's like, yeah. And honestly, Wendell's, I think, is what taught me so much about like
just having to do everything.
Having to label, yeah, like in staying on top of labeling, it just makes your life so like, it sucks in the moment when you're like, yeah, you're tired from skiing, you don't want to label clips. So then if you just knock it out and get it out of the way, it's like just creates such a less headache, and then you're just, yeah, you thank yourself later.
And it also helps at Wendell's that for the most part, you know, you're filming campers and stuff, but you're also filming some of the top pros. So it's like the shit you do get is really cool, and it is interesting to like sit. I remember sitting down with everybody and going through the clips and just seeing, just being like, whoa, because the lane is so busy and it's pretty big, so it's like you don't see everything, so that you get a clip from someone else's camera, you're like, whoa, homie did that.
Yeah, it was insane how much crazy shit went down every day up there. That summer in general, because I did last summer the recaps, and then after that,
I was just about to ask you.
Well, after that summer, they stopped making the recaps, which bummed me out so hard, because like that was like my favorite. Like growing up, dude, I like lived off of those Wendell's recaps. Like they got me so hyped. Like Jake Strassman, who made all the OG ones and stuff, like literally formed a generation of skiers around those videos, which is like, you're like, you know, like it's so sick. And like,
yeah,
I feel like they didn't realize how important those recaps were to just skiing in general. Like, yeah, because like nowadays, like
it's what Instagram helped kind of destroy that.
Because, yeah, that was because that's what they wanted to push more, was their Instagram bullshit, which pissed me off. I hate that. But yeah, it sucks how that.
We'll get into hot takes later.
I know. I got a lot of hot takes about.
You know the one I got written down.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, pretty crazy that they ended it, and then yeah, Wendell's kind of just started going downhill from there.
Did you film the year after that then as well?
No, because I was gonna, because I had like the best summer of my life, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing this again for sure. And then they told me like right before like that, I remember they were like talking to me about like, oh, are you coming back? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, what's the plan? And then they're like, yeah, so we're not doing recaps this summer. Like, you're just gonna be making Instagram videos. And I was like, I'm not, like, I quit. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah, I was like, you guys like can't pay me enough to like, yeah, it would still be fun because obviously you get a free summer pass and you get to be on Mount Hood and stuff, but I just, dude, like, it just couldn't.
We're ski bums, man. We gotta work. Yeah, we gotta make our money in the summer.
Know. I value the videos I make so much too, where it's like, I'm not just gonna like sell myself out just to make like TikToks or Instagram reels. Like, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather like not get paid and make something I'm hyped on than get paid to make bullshit ass content. You know.
There's a reason why everybody sits down and watches these freaking videos you make.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
I hope so. It brings me joy, so I hope like it brings everyone else.
Nah, dude, you have a cult following. I had a kid recently who messaged me through Instagram who's been hearing just like Ethan running podcasts in the RV at Hood and Mammoth and stuff, and he's just like, yo, I grew up with Owen. Like, how do you know Owen? I was like, man, like, he's one of my best friends right now. He's like, yo, I like grew up with him back in Durango. And I was like, he's like, if you ever need a spot for an urban trip, dude, I was like, I appreciate that, man. A friend of Owen is a friend of mine for sure.
Damn.
But no, I've definitely had people.
That's crazy, man. I never thought I would like. I don't know.
No, we knew it, dude.
I never thought like kids would be like, I don't know, I just make videos, dude. And some of these kids are
just make videos, dude. It's art. It's you can put it in a simple term of making a video, but dude, it is art. It is art. It's nothing shy of art.
I appreciate that, man. I do put a lot of thought and time into these, so it means a lot to hear that people are stoked on them. I mean, makes me.
You basically made my skiing career. You basically made my skiing. I'm only in the Steam Boys because I befriended you very well. Yeah. Mikey, obviously, I befriended him, and Vogel and all the other dudes. But like 90% of my ski stuff is from you. Yes, I'll get the occasional iPhone clips and stuff. But most of the shit that I like to watch of myself is filmed by you because you just got that eye.
Dude, well, dude.
And I'm sure
it's my pleasure to film with you, man. I love filming with everyone. It's the best. And honestly, like, I have everyone to thank because, man, if I didn't have you guys to film, like, I wouldn't. What? I'm gonna make fucking videos of birds or something. Nobody wants to see that. So
honestly, though,
I need my athletes as much as you guys need me.
A bird watching video by Osap Bird would probably still be pretty damn good.
I could probably make a pretty cool bird video, I'm not gonna lie, but still, nobody wants to see that shit. So yeah, I have to shout out to everyone who let me point a camera at them, and you know, biggest shout out to like the Steam Boys, and like, because honestly, I wasn't even the creator of Steam Boys. Like, I joined as just a recruit. Like Mikey and Vogel and our other buddy Oscar were the founding fathers of Steam Boys. So if those guys didn't like create this crew where they allowed me to come in and just be a homie and start making videos with them, like, I don't think I would have been able
give that crew a portal to the world.
Dude, yeah, like, but yeah, they gave me everything, so I only have them to thank for where I'm at. Big shout out to all those guys. It's cool to see.
Damn, where do we go from there, dude? Where do we go from there? We can get into some van life stuff because I know you did that a summer, and I know you. No, you've done it more. I mean, you did one whole summer, like
one full summer actually living out of the van, but I've done so many long trips where it's like, yeah, you're living out of the van.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but you're back, you always go back to the house.
Yeah, I'm always a house boy. I don't know, dude. It's nice to have a shower and laundry machine sometimes. It's the one thing that, like, I love van life and I love being on the road, but fuck, dude, having a nice shower that beats everything.
the older I get, dude, the more I realize that.
You're starting to realize it too, yeah.
It only really kicked me in the butt, like this injury.
Yeah, true, because you were just stuck in the RV and then.
Well, it's kind of chill because I have a broken foot.
You don't have to walk far.
Everything's 5 feet from me.
You can just like boom, boom.
It's just like if shit breaks or logistically moving stuff around that weighs anything, it's just a little much. So yeah, I've been looking at trying to get a place in Salt Lake, but there's other reasons for that. Like I just want to be around my friends again. Traveling 6 years solo.
We need you, man.
It's been amazing, but I also want to be around my friends a good bit.
Yeah, dude. I'm stoked you're here.
I am too. But I'm stoked to be catching up with you. This has been dope.
Yeah, dude. Always a pleasure.
We can get back into the winter because some big things are coming, but also you were just in a foreign country.
This past winter I got invited to go to Slush Cup. And that was unreal. Went to Andorra, Spain. To the Henrik Harlow Super Park. That place is unreal. But yeah, did that, dude, and then got stuck in Barcelona for 2 weeks, which was unreal. And then after that, we went to Jib League, so that was like a super crazy year.
Damn, so yeah, you've already gotten a taste of Jib League.
So I did that last winter, but then I got to go. I had the opportunity to go to New Zealand this fall in September with the U.S. ski team, which was really cool.
How's New Zealand?
New Zealand's unreal. I think I could live there forever. I honestly do not want to even come back. It's such like it's just like a better America. Or like, I don't know, dude, it's crazy. It's like everything's just like, they have it so dialed down there. There's like no world problems in New Zealand. Like they're all like, they have their trash taken care of. There's no like political, like, I don't know. They just have everything so dialed. Everyone's friendly. The food's amazing. There's not too many people. Like, there's no, like, there's a couple big cities, but nothing, like, super crazy. I don't know. It just seems like they have it so dialed down there, and everyone's so nice, and the country is beautiful. It's just unreal. Like, it could be one side of the island, and it's just, like, rolling grass hills. Like, you're in the Windows wallpaper. Like, the Windows, like, that's what it made me think of. Like, that OG Windows wallpaper with the rolling grass hills, like that's what it looks like, and then there's just like sheep everywhere.
But then sharp mountains.
Yeah, but then you go to the west side of the island, and it's just like Jurassic Park, like crazy like jagged mountains, cliff sides right up to the ocean, and unreal blue water, like blue-green water. It's just beautiful.
What were the mountains like? Like, was it a couple lifts to get up to where you guys were
yeah,
shredding?
so we were shredding Cadrona, which is like kind of the bigger resort, at least on the South Island. And yeah, you drive, dude, it was kind of a crazy commute up there. Like, you have to drive, it's like a 40-minute drive we were staying in Wanaka, which is a town 40 minutes from the resort. And then you drive up this gnarly dirt road. It's crazy. It's this 2-lane dirt road, and it's all dirt, and it's like, dude, like 45-degree pitch, like crazy steep dirt road. And I'm like, yo, this is gnarly. And then, yeah, you get up there, and it's just nothing. It's just like, all there is just like one big main lodge, and then, yeah, like a bunch of lifts that like kind of go out and like explore the mountain. But there's not like, it's a pretty cool resort because there's not like a ton of like condos and like, you know, like you go to
tourist trap.
Yeah, like you go to any resort in America and there's just condos everywhere, hotel, you know, it's such like a whole thing. But then, yeah, New Zealand, it literally was just like one lodge with like a food and shit and like a ticket office, and that was it. Like nothing else up there, which was so cool because it just kept it like raw and untouched and like just felt, yeah, like what skiing actually is, of just like
natural.
Yeah, not this big tourist trap, you know. Yeah. So it was like really cool to see that, and like, I don't know, they're just like so dialed. And yeah, the mountains are pretty crazy. Like everything's like above tree line, so it's like super, yeah, like high alpine, kind of wind blown craziness, but really cool terrain, rolly, and just, yeah, it's so sick.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it to anybody if you have the chance to go to New Zealand. Definitely take that up because it was really sick. And honestly, like, my favorite part about the trip though was going to the coast.
You guys went surfing.
Fun. Yeah, it was fun because we went down there for 3 weeks, and I was just with, the US ski team has like a training camp, and I was just with them like doing some filming. But there was like a crazy amount of off days this year because the weather was so bad. Like the mountain was closed like for like a week because of just there was like 80-mile-per-hour winds at the mountain.
Jeez.
It was just, yeah, you can't even run the lifts. So we gotta go to the coast a bunch and gotta go surfing. It was so sick. And like gotta go to the east side and the west side of the island, which was really cool to like just see the difference of it and surf on each side and like how different it is.
Yeah, east and west on that place is,
yeah,
what, an hour or a couple hour drive?
It's like a 4-hour difference. It's crazy. It's crazy how skinny New Zealand is. But yeah, you can go from one side to the other side like in a day.
I remember thinking that when we went to Cabo, when we were in the plane,
right?
You could see the water on each side.
Yeah, it's crazy how skinny it is.
Heck?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But yeah, super super cold water. But I don't know, just
so
really.
You guys did rent some wetsuits?
I brought mine down there.
So you fully intended to go surfing.
Well, A-Hall is like, he was like, we'll get like one off day, like bring your suit, like it'll be worth it, you know, because then I don't have to rent one. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring my suit, like I'm trying to surf for sure. But then, yeah, I didn't realize that we were gonna have like a whole week off. So that was really good that I brought it, and I was stoked because, yeah, it was nice and warm because I have like the 543 with a hood. And it's cold out there, like colder than Oregon.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like you want gloves and booties for sure, because like it's freezing, but it's kind of sick. I love the cold water.
That's because it's just that far south.
Like, yeah, dude. Like if you think like,
southern hemisphere,
it's like the closest island to Antarctica.
True.
So,
I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah.
And I was really bummed, but apparently penguins will swim over from Antarctica and like to New Zealand and like wash up on shore and like chill for a little bit and then like keep like making their like whatever their travel. But like I was trying so hard, we were like, we gotta find the penguins, dude, like we gotta find them. But like
the amount of money I would pay for a video of Owen waddling behind the penguin.
Well, I just kept thinking like, surf's up, dude, we gotta find the penguins. Like
the best movie ever made.
Yeah, the best movie ever made. So, but fuck, never found the penguins, sadly, but saw a lot of other crazy wildlife. Mac forehand almost got attacked by a seal.
In the like surfing?
Yeah, so like there's like a bunch of seals out there, like a shit ton of them. But they're all like, I don't know, I never like felt like sketch
I
by
believe
him.
seals are for the most part friendly.
Yeah, no, there's the sea lions are the ones,
Yes.
the ones with the big tusks, those ones are the kind of the sketchy ones, I guess, but regular seals are pretty friendly for the most part. But yeah, this is what Mac says. I didn't see it happen, but we were out surfing, you know, and then Mac caught a wave in, so he was kind of on the inside, and apparently, like, he popped up and, like, grabbed his board, and then right in front of him, like 5 feet in front of him, a seal just like popped up and like staring him dead in the eyes. And he's just like, oh shit. And then apparently it like started like charging at him.
Oh.
So he grabs his board and is like about to like try to like defend himself with his board apparently, and then I don't know, a wave crashed and then the seal like
disappeared,
swam away. But yeah, Mac was like came paddling out and was like, holy shit, dude, I almost got eaten by a snake. I was like freaking out. And I was like, yo, that's funny.
That would be a pretty funny story coming from Mac too.
And it was really cool too. There was another really cool day where like, yeah, I was like, the mountain was closed, and there's like the one place in, it's called the Dunedin. It's like one of the main cities on the South Island. That's where we went surfing. But everybody came surfing that day. So we were in the lineup, and there was like, the lineup was just full of skiers. There's like 20 of us.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just like a cool feeling of like looking down the lineup and being like, I saw him at the mountain, you know, like everybody was a skier, like a boarder, and so it was just all of us like kooking out like crazy hard because none of us knew how to surf that well, and like, but it was just cool to like be like, damn, like everyone's getting it today.
Yeah, I can relate. The first time I ever hung out with Will Wesson and started surfing with him on the Oregon coast, and just being like,
yeah,
I grew up watching videos of this dude my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
And now I'm arguably better at another sport than him.
Yeah. Dude, Will's sick at surfing.
No, he is. I'm not good at either, but it's just like to watch this guy who you're just like mental street segments every year.
Right.
And then you meet him surfing, which is never in my mind would I ever thought that, and then to go out and be like, no, he is a normal person, but he's just psycho when it comes to skiing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so cool to, like, I had that same thought too one time surfing with him and just being like, I never would have thought when I was like 13 I would be like surfing with Will Wesson, like, but he's such a homie, and that was so fun getting to know him and like surf a bunch with him. It's sick. It's sick to see like more skiers too, like getting into surfing, because I think it's like
Lupe's got nuts.
Yeah, Lupe's insane, dude. Like
he's honestly got us surfing though, because if you're ever on a surf trip with Lupe, 7 a.m. comes around. If the waves are good, everybody's up and we're going surfing, which is awesome, because some of those mornings are worth it. When you have someone that's just like willing to push everybody.
Because it's like you gotta get, early bird gets the worm for sure.
Yeah. There's definitely days when we're going out at like 9 or 10 and everybody's like, you guys missed
it. Dude, I hate hearing that. It's like, should have got up earlier. Yeah, I should have got up an hour ago. Like, fuck. Like A-Hall also is so good at surfing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like Colby was really good at surfing. Finn Boulis, like there's so many handful of skiers that are really good at surfing. It's pretty cool to see.
Let's get back into some skiing and let's talk about more current events and what's coming this winter, because I know you always have something you're cooking up on the computer with a bunch of friends, always out there shooting. I remember before we went to the MAGMA premiere, you brought up the magazine you were working on.
Yeah, dude, super excited. I don't know. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've just been thinking about like how much like magazines influenced me when I was younger, like getting into skiing, and there's like nothing like that anymore nowadays. Like
the old Freeze and stuff like that.
Well, I was like really into like when Free Skier was like popping.
Yeah.
That was kind of like my era at least. And I used to just like collect them and get so stoked. But yeah, there's like Free Skier's like not the same anymore, and there's like not really anything like that. So I don't know, I wanted to try making something that, I don't know, at least I was stoked on and other people. So yeah, I started making one. This first issue is going to be 100 pages. Nothing crazy, but I'm really stoked on it.
100 pages, nothing crazy, dude. That's amazing.
I know, it sounds like a lot, but then when you see it and it's like, you know, it's not super thick, but it's like enough where you're like, oh, word, like
it's a very respectable magazine.
It's not a book.
Right,
it's not a book, but it's like, yeah, it's a mag, you know. There's some good stuff in it. But yeah, super stoked on. I just reached out to a bunch of different people to send me photos, because I shot a handful of stuff last year, but yeah, not a ton. And I was crazy how many people were down just to like give me their photos to use, which was really cool. So I think I have like a pretty good plethora of like, it's mainly all street photos. So yeah, it's like kind of, this first issue is just all street skiing, which is pretty cool though. But yeah, it just goes like into a lot of different crews.
Who gave you some photos?
Like name off some names, like R2 from Foray, like
Sweet.
the Foray filmer. He sent me a bunch of really good photos. And then I'm doing a blurb about the Vexed crew here from here in Salt Lake, like Adam and Casey. They sent me a bunch of really good photos and then wrote me a little story about their winter and struggles with filming. And they had like this old van that broke down while they're on a street trip, and they had to like rent a U-Haul to get home to like, yeah, so like pretty cool little story there. And then
didn't want to give up, kept the trip going.
Yeah, and then I also did an interview with Ferdinand Dahl about the Jib League, which I'm really stoked about, because yeah, Jib League just like kind of just came out last winter. That was their first season doing it, and it was like super big, and stoked to get some insight from one of the masterminds of it, and gives us a little insight on how they started it, and then yeah, into going into next year, what they're going to change up and different stops.
Awesome. Yeah, because they're coming to the U.S.
Yeah, they're doing a U.S. stop, which is really cool. And then yeah, so I'm really excited about doing that. That was my first time ever like writing an interview, so I was pretty
Nice.
crazy, but I was stoked, dude. And then yeah, Taylor sent me a bunch of photos from her trip in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Which are some unreal photos. And then yeah, just a handful of people just sent me some stuff that I'm using. So big shout out to everyone who's trusting me and letting me use the photos, because yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go, but we'll see. You know, we're trying.
Because what, you had a taste of making a magazine before or something similar with Goose, right? With Human Error?
Yeah, my good buddy Christian Ragoose, we like a couple years ago came up with the idea of like doing like a photo book with a DVD combo, just trying to push like a physical thing that you can hold on to get away from this full like digital realm we live in, you know. So that was like our goal with that, and it was sick. Like we got like a ton of good feedback with Human Error. Yeah, the project was called Human Error, and yeah, everyone was really hyped on it. We sold 150 copies, and yeah, super
Awesome.
stoked. So yeah, that kind of like doing that book with Goose, because that was more of like a photo book, and doing that with Goose, and then kind of like led me to be like, okay, well, like making a magazine would be really sick, and I think a lot of people would be stoked on it, because I've definitely seen like a flux of people like.
Yeah, it seems like most of the magazines now are just like run with like people paying money to be in them, or just like not the same stories.
They're just like blown out with ads, and
yeah.
I don't want that. I want there to be something that like people are actually stoked to read, and like don't have to like skip through half of it, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's all just like really good content. At least that's the vision for it.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be coming out hopefully, if everything goes right, by the end of this month. So probably right around Thanksgiving I'll be dropping it.
Dang, nice. Dang, I definitely want to snag a copy or two.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully, yeah, people snag them. Yeah, working on building a website for it and stuff too. So it's exciting. It's been fun.
Nice. Well, everybody, be on the lookout for the Owens magazine dropping. Do you have any titles or names of the magazine?
It's called Browser Magazine.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning this.
Yeah,
now.
Browser Mag. That's what I'm going with. So yeah, issue 1 coming Thanksgiving.
Sick. Let's get into a little bit more this season, because I know you already went on a pretty big trip. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, New Zealand. That was crazy.
And then there's some other things coming up. I don't know how much you want to discuss. We can always cut some stuff, but you can talk freely right now, and we'll edit whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Got big plans this winter. Gonna be traveling a bunch again. Filming with Hunter and A-Hall. We're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff. Don't really know exactly what we're gonna film for. Can't like say like it's gonna be MAGMA 4, but we're definitely making something. So that's really all I know about that. And then yeah, also another gig I'm really excited about is working with Level 1 this year.
That's big, dude. That's big.
They're trying to make another full-length video for level 1, so that's super exciting. It's like a 25th anniversary for them, and they wanted to come back and do something special for that, and I was honored enough to have them ask me to help with the urban segment.
All the years of work have finally paid off for Owen.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it, dude. It's crazy. It's like that job for sure has been like a childhood dream of mine, of just like growing up watching level 1 videos and like starting to get into filming. Like that was always like the dream, to be like working for like a production company like that, especially level 1. So the fact that it has come true, it's pretty crazy. Younger me would be freaking out for sure, and I am freaking out too still. It's so crazy. Yeah, I'm super excited to go into it. It's gonna be a wild winter.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All the videos that you've worked, that are most of the older ones, the really good ones, were all basically passion projects. Yes, like every now and then we get some budget or some money for it, or like MAGMA and stuff. You guys would have a little bit of a budget, but it's just like to do 3 MAGMAs, Soul Star, Lupe's Real Street.
MAGMA started, as the
Mill Bastards, Human Air,
yeah.
Freeloaders, Steam Boys, the Robbie Brown edits, Wendell's Camp Sessions. Like all that has led up to this winter, and you getting in with level 1, and it's now all big time stuff. It's amazing to see, because it's crazy. We went from just freaking shooting stuff at Keystone on the weekends to full-length movies now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's great. It's cool too, because like you've been around for pretty much my whole like beginning. Like from you watched me like start filming, and then now get to this point, which is crazy.
Yeah, just like looking up all the videos, and just literally typing in Owen Dahlberg on Google, and then looking at honestly going to pictures and looking what pops up. Making videos for Owen 3P, Deviation, Wendell's, helping with Strictly, making some stuff for Faction, Gibberish, like Do Tour, Syndicate.
Yeah.
It's crazy that because we always had a connection to a person and all that, it didn't seem like this big brand or big company thing. And now, if you look back on all the videos you made for everybody,
yeah, it's pretty wild. I haven't really thought about it like that.
I don't mean to just hit you with all this. It's just in my head, because I've always been either like talking to you or there for some of this stuff. I'm just like, dude, it's all just like, it's all been passion projects, but it's all come together to make this career of yours that's now level 1 filming.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. It's like looking back on all that. It's cool, because I'm just like always so stoked to be helping other people, and like I'm honored to be able to help with all those projects that you did list off, and with the Strictly stuff, Owen 3P, Deviation, all of it, it's been so fun, like just working with so many different people and stuff, and well, it's just cool, because you're literally down for anything. Like I know we were already talking about how like you are glad that you didn't go to a cookie cutter film school and do all that, like you just throwing yourself out there, just like, yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll pick up a shovel, help build the spot. Then stand there for 3 hours, freezing my ass off, hitting point and shoot, making sure kids don't get hit by cars. Like, you're always there to do it above and beyond. Yeah, and it's paying off, dude. It's paying off. I love it, man. I remember I made this joke to you the other day over the phone. I was like, you need to get a long time coming tattooed on your chest. That would be a hard first tattoo. Go for the chest tat. Maybe I should. Nah. I'm not doing that. But it's crazy. Definitely. But I don't know. It's not it's cool that I've gotten to this point. It's always been a dream of mine, but really stoked to keep pushing it myself and see, where I can take it, and grow this magazine hopefully, and keep working with other companies, and this ain't the top yet, kind of thing. Like, no, you're gonna keep going. Super stoked to keep just grinding and helping as many people as I can, and just keep shooting. I love it. Awesome. Well, I'm stoked to see where it goes this winter, because I'll be around, not in all the beautiful countries that you'll be going to, but we'll link up. No, we'll be shredding.
Last thing, I wanted to. Ethan does some hot takes every now and then, and I know one of your biggest hot takes, vlog style.
The vlogs.
Thoughts, opinions.
I don't know, like, yeah, I'm like, you know, the MAGMA videos, obviously the MAGMA Mondays, we're getting pretty vloggy with it this year, and I think it's a great way to intrigue like a different audience than just the core ski head who wants to see ski clips, you know. It really brings in like the
for the kids,
just the kids, or just like, I don't know, the basic Joe Schmo who just doesn't really know much about skiing. That way it can really bring them into the sport and make them feel like they know more and like can actually follow like what we're doing. So I think it's a good way to like kind of broaden out your audience, but I don't know, it's also like a fine line of just like obviously I personally hate vlogs. Like,
you only have so much time, so when you're working on big projects,
I just like, the one thing about vlogs that I hate is it kind of like toys in with the social media thing of like you're giving these people everything about your, like, every waking moment of your life and serving it to them on a platter kind of thing. And it's like, I love the internet because it's like a cool tool, but I also want to keep my personal life and stuff. Like, this is me personally talking, like, you know, personally, like, I want to keep things not away out of the internet. Like, I don't want everyone knowing everything about me, you know. With vlogs, though, it's like you have to give them everything. So that's something I, like, personally don't enjoy much about it, because it just makes your life revolve around this digital realm.
And when you film that much, you have that much more to go through.
Yeah.
And
it's just a lot. And I don't know, more power to people who can do it, you know? Because, like, yeah, it's a great avenue and, like, can really bring a lot of people in. And it's honestly, nowadays, like, it's a great way to make money off of our sport. Like, it's a lot where the money's at. Like, companies want these type of vloggy videos because they do so well and get all these crazy views. So it's a hard thing to balance for me personally. But like Hunter and A-Hall, they want to jump in more into the vlog side of things, and I don't necessarily, so that's like a tough battle I've been having with them, but I'm still going to help out. But yeah, I think they're going to take over doing their own videos a little more with that style, and I'll dabble in and make, you know, the good park edits for them and stuff. But I don't know, vlogs just, like, personally, I'm just not a fan of, dude. They're just tough. I just don't enjoy
I know we've talked about this a few times, but I just, sure, the people want to know how you feel about it. I mean, it's got to be a lot.
No, they're cool, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's got to be a lot when you're doing that and trying to organize for big projects and
it just takes a lot of time and focus to put into vlogs where, yeah, you have to film every waking moment, it feels like, and have something to do and give the people everything. And it's just like, yeah, it turns into a lot where it's stressful, you know. It's very stressful. At least when we were doing the bi-weekly videos last year, it was getting a little stressful. But those weren't even that bad, because we weren't even like we were just doing like funny skits and bullshit, like shenanigans mixed in with, like, you know, real stuff.
I like those, but I feel like it was enough weight in between where, like, you guys could easily get some good content. It wasn't forced.
Yeah, no, I think that was the perfect combo.
Yeah.
Of, like, every 2 weeks, it gives us enough time to, like, come up with something and make sure we have some good content for the people. But I don't know. I just personally also like just making longer, like, I like putting effort into videos that, I don't know, are, like, more meaningful, I guess, because, yeah, the vlog videos, like, it's just also tying into, like, you know, like, how many times are you gonna rewatch a vlog video?
Yeah,
you know, you watch it once and it's a good watch and you're hyped on it, but then it's not like you ever really, like, go back and be like, oh, I'm gonna rewatch this days.
I don't think I've ever gone back and watched
Exactly. So, like, that whole thing of, like, not the rewatchability of them, and, like, I really enjoy making, like, I don't know, I hope to make videos that will withstand time, you know, like, hopefully down the road in 30 years some kid is typing my name on Google looking at my videos, you know. That's my goal with filming, at least. So
I still go back every now and then and watch freeloader videos.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
videos.
that's like always been my goal with just, like, making videos. Like, I always want to make a video I'm hyped on and have it be like a timeless as possible kind of thing, because everything is so instant nowadays. It's crazy.
No, wise words from Owen Dahlberg. Any other hot takes while we're on this? Does any come to mind in the ski world or film world? Or?
Okay, well, no, a little simple hot take. Poles or no poles?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
That's like a pretty classic hot take. Because this year, I don't know if you heard with the FIS, like FIS.
Oh, yes.
They're making it regulation where you have to have poles.
And like there's a certain regulation that people can get by where they can do like 4-inch poles. Like there's something weird.
There's like a certain length for you have to have, but like, so yeah, like guys like Burke Rude, you know, they're gonna be sweating out there because they gotta wear poles now. It's pretty funny.
What's your hot take?
Poles or no poles?
Yeah.
I'm personally, I don't know. I think no poles is sick. Like obviously, like Phil and like Henrik and like. You can make it look really good, and it's cool because it can expand your skiing, but with like different, getting grabs better, different grabs, or you know, safety slides, like using your hands more on skiing. Hand plants, yeah. It's like, but then I also always like me personally. If I'm gonna go skiing, I'm rocking poles, for sure. I don't know. I just enjoy. I really like pole planting.
Nice.
Like pole plant threes, dude. I love that shit. I love it. So I don't know. Personally, me, I enjoy using poles, but like I don't hate on people who don't use poles.
Yeah.
But like I know it's funny to like see it in the comp scene though, and like this whole thing happening this year, and like I was in New Zealand recently, and they like that was kind of a topic that everyone was talking about, and Burke Rude was there, and dude, he had these poles with these grips, so. He had like it's like this crazy grip system where it's his hand is like locked into the pole, but then he can fully let go of it, and it like
locked to his glove. Or something.
Yeah, it's like still like on his hand, but he can fully let go of it and not have. So then he can like grab easier, but then still hold poles. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of cheating. Like, I don't know if that's regulation, dude. Like you know, but
that does bring a weird aspect to the whole poles thing. Is
Because you like you know you have to.
You gotta be good enough to be able to hold them and let go, take a grab.
Yeah, exactly. But if you use these weird grips, I don't know. Maybe
that is wild.
Yeah, he's kind of finessing it, but I just thought it was funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I've always been a kind of more of a pole guy. A little bit this spring, I did no poles.
Yeah, you've been bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like it goes back and forth. If you do a little bit, like month or two with poles, month or two without poles, it kind of like with poles keeps your hands down a little more, and then when you don't use poles in your head, you kind of gotta use your brain to keep your hands down. But if you're just so used to poles, sometimes your hands will just do that naturally now. So I like to see people go back and forth more than just stick with one.
Yeah, because it can like affect your style for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Sure. And honestly, some people look better with poles than without.
But the most wild thing ever, skiing powder with no poles.
Yo, I can't get behind that. Who would always do that?
Ahmed Dadali might be one of my favorite skiers. I was going to say, Ahmed, I can't watch pow clips.
So G, ripping no poles, like such a boss. It's honestly so hard. Like, you instantly just go forward. Like, it's crazy. You like, want to, like, pole plank to, like, have something to base your turn around, and, like, if you have not, it's so fun. Nah, dude, big shout out to Ahmet for doing that. But
he looks G doing it, but it's just
Ahmet makes it look good for sure.
Like it's weird to do, and watching like my friends that aren't really really good skiers, I'm just like, you're ridiculous for doing this.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Even just skiing down from Illumination earlier this summer.
Yeah,
I hurt my thumb and I didn't have my poles.
Yeah,
and I was just like, this is weird going down. Because you just go from the super icy to the super slushy as you keep going down in elevation. And you just want to end up forward over the tips of your skis.
I know, it's crazy how much they help you like balance. Just like two little twigs in your hand.
Yeah. Well, I used to think that with rails. Like, at least as a kid, for sure, I used poles. Because I was like going slow on an East Coast rail, trying to get a bunch of swaps in. You felt like you could just do it. Like, it was just a mental block. Where if I didn't have my poles in my head, I'm like, I'm probably not going to get this trick.
Right.
But then if you just go into the rail and just clear your head, you're just like, oh, there's no difference.
Yeah. There really isn't no difference. That's all just kind of mental. The poles are kind of useless sometimes, but they're sick.
Well, awesome, Owen. Thank you for joining me here in Salt Lake. We'll have to do one midwinter or something once you have gone on some of these trips.
Yeah, for sure, man. Would always love to chat it up more.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, man.
Stoked to be a part of this and get the words out to the people.
Yeah, if you want to know more of Owen's backstory, there's some older two-planker podcasts. Go listen to those. Owen is a true G and legend in the sport of skiing, and everybody's going to be hyped for this magazine. Can't wait.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
Peace out.
Peace.